Okay, 420 MSP, this is special. I'm with Mike Buchanan at Cloudbox, and we have learned in rehearsal Mike's currently in the UK trying his darndest to get back to North America. Mike, how you doing otherwise?
I'm fine. Just missing Florida and my trips over to the US. But, we see light at the end of the tunnel here in the UK.
Yep, exactly. So, but we're really here to talk about your participation in the cannabis vertical, which is certainly what we cover. You and I met through the RSPA. I frequently mention that organization. And you are in the label printing business. I'm oversimplifying it, so let me turn it over to you. Sir, what is your line of work? What does your company do?
Well, the original company in the UK was a manufacturer of a whole range of different IT peripherals, for want of a better phrase. Back in about 2008, 2009, we were approached by Zebra Technologies in the UK to see whether one of the little keypad devices we had could be attached to their label printers to come up with an entry-level labeling solution for Tier 2, Tier 3 retailers, or those retailers that just wanted a simple standalone solution. So, we developed that and we rolled that out, hundreds, thousands of them around the world through our partners with Zebra and others. And but we decided that we needed a more powerful and a more flexible device. So we developed the current 970 print pad. And that's really got a full Unix system on a chip in there with an SQL database. And what that means is it's really a powerful, flexible little device that can hold a lot of data and pull it back and populate a label. We did that because we saw that the needs of labeling was becoming more complex, not just because of the whole area of food allergens and ingredients and things like that, but also what was happening in the cannabis marketplace, particularly in the US, and the need for all the regulatory information that needed to be done there. So it's a pretty powerful little device. We've got a customer in Kentucky who's got their full point of sale SKU database stored on them, which has got something like had 40,000 odd line items on there, and they're getting an instant recall. So it's a pretty powerful little device that can be a complete standalone with a desktop label printer and a barcode scanner attached, so that they can print price labels, price markdown labels, really any kind of product shelf edge labels that they want. After developing that, people were asking as well, what about doing an app? And I thought, well, yeah, we could do an app, but we took a different sort of strategic approach to this, and we developed what we call the print box, which is essentially the same approach, except it's all in a little box. Again, system on a chip, running Linux, running a full SQL database, but again, with our labeling application in there. And the way that you access the label templates on that system is through any smart device with a browser. So that can be a smartphone, it can be a tablet of any.
That's cool. Yeah.
And or it can be a PC. So again, the idea and the whole philosophy behind this for us is to bring labeling to those retailers and hospitality organizations where they perhaps don't have the full infrastructure there. They might be looking for something standalone, which they can do with a print pad and a printer, or they can now do with a print box in the back office with Wi-Fi connected to your smartphone with a mobile printer on there. And, as long as you've got access on the same network and the user ID and the password, you can log on and you can have access to any number of the templates that are on the print box. The kind of unique thing there is that there's no software on your device. So if it gets lost or broken, or dare I say stolen, then you don't have the hassle of having to get another device and load up a software stack, etc., etc. You just need to find another device with a browser, open up your browser, get yourself authenticated, and you're back and away printing labels again with your mobile network printer. And of course the other thing is, if you've already got iPads or Android tablets in there doing saving the sale or queue busting or whatever, all you need to do to access the labeling is open up a browser and you've got access there. So it's an incremental that can be added to an existing infrastructure with devices there as well. And the software is designed, to be standalone on its own, sitting in a store, or it can be networked. You can have a common database in the store that a number of users are accessing for templates and data, etc. Or indeed it can be in the cloud, so that, if you're a larger organization and you want to have one set of data that everybody accesses, provided you've got the network infrastructure, then this device will access the data over your network and populate labels with date, time, product information, regulatory details, prices, barcodes, etc., whatever's set up in the database. And, it can integrate also and pull data from your corporate data system. So, your whole idea of vertical integration from your corporate system, we can feed that right down to printing the labels in store.
All right. Well, hey, let's end on this. So let's talk about how you work with partners, because that's part of our DNA. Managed services providers are channel partners. There's other partner types. I'll turn it over to you. How do you work with partners?
Again, our philosophy has always been, do what you're good at, and what we're good at is developing hardware and now software. And so, those solutions together, we only sell through partners. So in the UK, Europe, US now, we've got partners who will take our solutions, they will add in the printer, they will add in the media, they'll add in any services round about that. And in fact, we've got a solution with a partner going in this week into a C-store at a gas station just outside Chicago. So, I'm sat here in the UK, but I've got full trust in the partner in the US that we work with for them to take our products and go and add their value.
All right. And then maybe one other question, and I'm just curious, but how long have you participated in the RSPA?
I think this is our. This will be our 5th year attending their conference. When I started out in this adventure, I was at an RSPA conference. I think it was the second one I attended, and it was then that some of the print manufacturers and some of the partners we were talking to said, you guys should be looking at the cannabis sector because of all the regulatory requirements, etc. And so my plan had been last year to spend more time in the US talking to partners, attending events, but well, we all know what happened to 2020. It was gone, been and gone.
Yes, sir.
So we are, as you said, Harry, last week. If you're going to play in this market, you need you need somebody, you need a partner who knows the market. And I'm dangerous enough to know a bit about living and working in the US because I've lived there in the past. But I know that in specific market sectors in specific countries, you've got to have local partners with local knowledge of that sector.
Yeah, you do. And that's a whole nother interview for another time. But Mike, I sure appreciate you joining us. And hey, everything helps everything. So keep up the good fight, folks. Cloudboxinc.com, cloudboxinc.com to get more information. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.